Hi guys, and welcome to the Showbiz Insider Annual Review. I'm Zoe, and this is of course Movida Club Dubai. So in this show, we're going to take a look back at the biggest entertainment news stories of the whole of last year. And 2015 was certainly a headline-making year. From film to fashion and music to the arts, we take a look back and celebrate the best moments. First up, it is of course the biggest red carpet event, which is always Dubai International Film Festival. Under the theme of infinite perspectives, the opening gala hosted a red carpet of international talent. Dev Patel, Richard Dreyfuss, Terrence Howard and Michael B. Jordan walked alongside Bollywood stars and the creme de la creme of Arabian celebrities. Iconic actress Catherine Deneuve briefly summed up the essence of cinema.
Yes, of course, it's a cultural adventure that means a lot to people, yes. Film travel, you know, film travel a lot.
His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Hamad bin Rashid Al Maktoum presented 4 prestigious Lifetime Achievement Awards. Honorees were legendary Egyptian actor Azat Al-Alaili, French-Tunisian actor Sami Bouajila, Catherine Deneuve and prolific Indian actor Naseeruddin Shah.
I've visited Dubai very often, often for plays, for shootings and so on. It's always wonderful to come here, and I'm so very happy that the festival is acquiring such a large scale and getting more and more inclusive every year.
And what do you think is your personal biggest lifetime achievement in terms of your career? How do you feel?
My children.
I guess they still can't hear us. Do you remember how Alice wasn't always in Wonderland?
She fell down, down, down deep in a hole.
Right, well, I wasn't always in room.
The opening gala movie was Lenny Abrahamson's suspenseful and heart-rending drama Room, based on the best-selling novel by the same name.
Truck. Wiggle out.
Wiggle out.
Room recently won the People's Choice Award in Toronto and is a story of survival, recounting the tale of a mother, played by Brie Larson, and her young son Jack, played by Jacob Tremblay.
You're gonna love it.
What?
The world.
He's a boy with a huge imagination and he loves his mom. And he's a boy who doesn't know anything about the world. All he knows is that it's just a room and then there's space. And he doesn't really know what's happening, like all the hard stuff. He's just like a curious.
What was it like on set and working with Brie? Was it a really nice relationship?
Yeah, it was a really nice relationship because I was very shy when I met her, but then we got to know each other a little bit more. And then we were best friends.
أنا غلطت، الغلط لبسني من راسي لفشلها.
One of the most highly anticipated gala screenings was the Emirati feature Zinzana, a neo-noir thriller from Emirati director Majid Al-Ansari. Making waves in the local industry, it's set in a small-town police station where a series of events result in life and death stakes. From the Emirates to Cambridge, the man who knew infinity proves mathematics can make gently inspirational cinema. And certainly no more a slumdog millionaire, Dev Patel is all grown up.
I play a character called Srinivasa Ramanujan. He is the man who invented the infinity theorem, and he was a man from the middle of India who got plucked out of obscurity and dropped into Cambridge with Jeremy Irons, who plays G.H. Hardy, and together we create some of the greatest mathematical equations known to man. And it's a story of triumph and hope and adversity. So,
what was your experience working with Jeremy?
Oh, he's an absolute titan. He's a very classy man with a great sense of humor, and he's got that booming voice, which is kind of terrifying but very cool at the same time. You know, it's interesting because for me, I want to breathe life into people that look like me, you know? And it's a big deal. There's not that much diversity on the screen right now, so I think this is a big deal, and I think that the people out here are going to really respond to this man because he did face a lot of prejudice and he overcame it beautifully. So hopefully they'll be inspired by that.
There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution.
Further looking back, the festival also paid tribute to classic cinema with Steven Spielberg's Jaws. Marking its 40th year anniversary, legendary actor Richard Dreyfuss hit the event with old school humour. Why do you think it's such an iconic film? Because we're going to see it again.
Well, one of the reasons is because I'm obviously only 32 years old, and how it could be a 40-year-old film is magic.
Now, I know you've got some amazing stories because you're actually dealing with a mechanical shark. Have you got anything you can remember about it?
Yeah, it didn't work.
Tell us about your relationship with Steven Spielberg. I know you guys go back a long way.
Yeah, long time.
This year's selection also showcases an impressive slate of contemporary Arab cinema, with more than 70 biopics, comedies, dramas and love stories from Arabian filmmakers.
Well, I think the films and cinema is really a reflection of what's going on around us today. We have 73 films, Arab films, 11 Emirati films, 4 feature films for the first time, 15 Khaliji films, 60 films coming from everywhere in the world. So we try to bring for the audience of the Dubai and the UAE the best ever, whatever produced in the year.
So DIFF truly celebrating the international film industry and of course providing a really important platform for our regional and local filmmakers. Now, keeping it cultural, we're going to move from film to art and take a look back at Art Dubai. Now, this was the largest showcase of Arab art in the world. Here's some of the highlights. The 9th edition of Art Dubai broadened the international conversation about art with a record lineup of artists and galleries. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum gave the fair a royal opening, which alongside Design Days Dubai is the anchor event within Art Week.
So we're delighted that this year is the largest edition of Art Dubai to date. We have 92 galleries coming here from 40 different countries, so a very global fair, but also the world's largest showcase of Arab artists that takes place anywhere, something of which we're very, very proud.
As guest curator of the Abraj Group Art Prize, Omar Khalif worked closely with the artists and gave us a comprehensive perspective on the fair. There's so many different programmes and special features in Art Dubai this year. We've got contemporary, we've got modern, we've got marker. Can you give us a little bit of an overview of the contemporary halls, the main halls?
Well, the contemporary halls for me as a curator often coming here, it's an opportunity to see essentially some of the key artists in the region, what they're producing recently. So you have a great gallery such as the Third Line, Andres Versemler, but also international galleries such as Krinzinger Gallery, for example, but also specially curated sections. So for me, I have a strong interest in Latin American art, and we have this year Antonia has commissioned for the Marco section a focus on Latin America, and we have this extensive program of publications, special projects within the halls themselves, but also outside of the halls and curated film programs as well.
Encounters striking installations in some of the world's most established galleries in the contemporary halls and discover the creative process and minds of award-winning artists. Marwan Shomarani uses thick layers of paint to depict an interplay of movement, texture and colour, evoking the collective unconscious. Now, what is your process? What is the personal narrative behind these paintings?
I think the narrative is more a reflection on the painting as a practice, and then behind that there is some message. But I think the message is more about the medium itself. But this canvas, especially this canvas, talk about an explosion. It's a universal explosion. It's a bomb, in fact.
So, what questions do you ask yourself when you're staring at like a blank canvas? What do you ask yourself before you start to paint?
I try to free myself first, to be without any conscious idea.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I still have the same problem in front of a white canvas. But at one point, when the need is there, it's come directly. You know, it's.
So would you say that you go into a kind of like meditative state before you start painting?
It take me like usually, especially a canvas like this, it could take me a week or 2 weeks before getting into it, and I keep it like this white and I stare at it for a couple of days until I'm ready mentally and even with the body, because as you see it's a big one, so I need to climb the Himalaya to get to it.
Representing Dubai, Gallery Isabel van der Nijn displays the collaborative work of 3 local artists, a play on Madame Tussauds, media and the business of art. I understand that this entire piece has been created specifically for Art Dubai.
That's absolutely right, yeah. It was made in Dubai as well. The 3 artists, which is Ramin Harizadeh, Rokni Harizadeh and Hassan Rahmanian, they live and work together in Al Basha in Dubai. And everything from the floor to all the works made here are one project really, I mean all made around the same time, all based around this idea of various different ways of tracing and looking at what the meaning of tracing is today. And also I think if you look a little bit closer at these works, it's also a little play on the idea of an art fair and what the experience of an art fair is like, a little bit provocative as well.
From Dubai to Tunisia, this provocative wall installation is titled Socrates, which is also the name of the Tunisian fighter it portrays. A poignant piece after the recent attack on Tunisian Museum Le Bardo.
It's Omar Bey, who's a Tunisian artist, considered as a young artist in Tunisia. He sculpted, let's say, this installation with bricks that he found in construction sites, and then he sculpted the shape of a soldier who's actually it's in tribute of this soldier who was dead, who died during conflict at the border of Tunisia with terrorists attacks. Yes.
Going back to the work now, it's very interesting the way that he's cut the bricks, that gives it depth, because I know when you stand a little further away it has more of an impact. When you come close, you know, you have to be a little bit further away to get the picture.
Exactly.
Newcomer galleries just beginning to trend artistically include Dastan's Basement from Iran. Here the pursuit of dreams is represented by figure the Conqueror and is a social commentary on the seat of power. And it's not all about visuals. There was talking and technology at the Global Art Forum. Titled Download Update, this focused on the theme of technologies and their impact on the world of art, culture and beyond. Further fostering the culture of art in the community, Sikka Art Fair showcased works of 50 UAE-based artists in the historic Al Fahidi neighbourhood, spanning an array of mediums including audio and video installations, music performances and visual arts and poetry. Finally, what do you see happening in the Arab art industry right now?
I think what we're seeing is a real interest in the future. A lot of artists are using technologies to think about the possibilities of the future, but also my capacity as the guest curator for the Abraj Group Art Prize, I've been working with artists who are really interested in history. So artists are also, because of the kind of proliferation of technologies, they're also looking back into time and thinking about historical strategies and techniques and how they can be appropriated and adopted and reimagined, because it's only through looking at history that we can actually get a sense of what the future might be.
So from our evolving art scene to fashion on the field, next up we have Dubai's most stylish day out.